on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up and get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning. Find me where people are mourning, man, cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savages speaking a language, y'all, you don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now, we needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case, never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you, there will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today, but we'll wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Wow. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that are really stacked, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. Can they both? I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left but it's not enough. Few that are really stacked but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Monster! Taking bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Monster! Oh man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your me click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how.
from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gladwin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's Gap folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Davis now. Now he's going to step up and run. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's corner. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Davis. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Davis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. You talk about this Titan defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Ward. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try and do this himself. Wow, that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. At the 42-yard line. Ready. Come on. Set. 19. They'll send a receiver in motion left. After the sack on first down, Davis. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the bootleg, Davis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. The Titans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a second and long. Ready? We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. And here's a give to Spears. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 15. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. 9
yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw is Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing now, Ward. Trying to lay one up deep. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Ward. He'll try to pick it up himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davis.
Dropped incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 65.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Watson has it right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Ward. Quick slant to Watson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay,
nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Ward. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Miami set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Davis. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, back to Achane. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Jalen Waddle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are on the board here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So the search for that patience here now. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And quickly they get to the line.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Moore. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Davis. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our
spin
report.
around the
Scott.
NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. The Colts move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the New England Patriots. And here's the guy they call Pop, Demario Douglas. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots trying to get to 4-1, a good start, and they have the lead at the half. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Cowboys trying to get back over 500 in the early parts of the season. They lead at the break. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Looking to put a drive together.
2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go. Let go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ward now working out of the gun. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
That's good.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Ward. He finds Hillman.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ward, operating from the gun. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Again, it's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw again. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Dolphins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Waddle, the motion man right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Davis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochin. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
To throw is Ward. Throwing to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Hand off to Spears. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And the Titans, 1st down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Lions.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60 broadcast. 60.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Davis. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Davis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that play, a mess from beginning to end.
Especially since not only do you take what likely would have been 3 points off the board, but now after the return, the other guys are set up with terrific field position. So essentially, you've traded what we think would be 3 points to a possible 6 points, but for the other team. that's a bad trade no matter how you look at it.
Let's go.
Davis now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, running right, Achane. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Davis. And now full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's Davis. Throwing on 4th down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Come on.
At the
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Here's a run by Spears. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Spears. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for Tennessee, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's a guy who's back on this field where he played in college, Cam Ward. He was sensational all afternoon. This, one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Titans continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Bo Nix. Thinking about throwing, then decides to run. He's in for a 10-yard touchdown. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the Steelers quarterback. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Steelers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Now, he's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give it a good shot on my cache. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that. Yeah. New house in the hills. Fine. Waiting for me down in Brazil. 5. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
Country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know? I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five